This week's episode of Diggnation is brought to you by GoDaddy.com, Netflix,
and Martin Sargent's new show, Internet Superstar, the new Revision 3 talk show that captures the zeitgeist of online culture, every Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern.
Wait a minute, how the hell did that get into the script?
He can't afford to sponsor us.
What the hell is he doing with his money?
Marty!
Welcome to Diggnation.
Also potentially hazardous to your health.
All right, moving on. Why do you have flies in your freaking house? I noticed this earlier.
It's Southern California and I have fruit.
You put zombie and you put eerie in the title, and I don't want to do it. Diggnation.com. Hello, welcome to Diggnation episode number 135. I'm Kevin Rose.
And I'm Alex Albrecht. Diggnation covers some of the hottest user-submitted stories on the social news website, dig.com. That's digg.com. We're here in sunny Southern California. It has not been sunny for very long.
And well, it's dark now.
Well, yes, but also,
We're in the
it's been raining like
It's been
God
raining.
has been
Oh, I know.
crying on Southern California.
It's been raining in Northern California as well, just like nonstop.
Yeah, well, at least there you kind of expect it sometimes. Here it's like, enough rain that cars flood out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Do you have problems like that? Like where like certain areas will get flooded?
Yeah, because it never gets water. So there's literally like these
Right.
ditches that are never supposed to have water in them, and all of a sudden they're full, and like cats are rowing down the fucking
Right,
sidewalks.
totally. Vegas had the same thing when I was growing up there. It was flash floods, they called them.
Yes, we had those a lot. So we are.
Why the hell do you have a calculator?
That
Alex
is
has a
for
nice little
calculating WoW stuff.
Do you really?
No, I mean yes.
All right.
Sometimes you need to know if I have X number of
Gold.
wool things or X number of pieces of certain leathers, and it takes X number of threads to make it. You got to go, how many fucking threads do I need to buy so that I can level this thing to this skill level?
Really?
Yeah, it's
you should
complicated.
use that, and they should have a built-in calculator into the little console or something for.
I bet you there's a WoW add-on. Anyway, so we're not drinking yet. It is January 29th. Mm-hmm. So
I
two
know.
more days. 2 more days
Yeah.
till the
So
first.
how do you feel? I mean, it's been
feel
29
great.
days,
Feel great.
and
Yeah.
you haven't had a single drink.
No, well, I've dabbled.
You have dabbled.
Yeah.
You didn't mention dabbling to me. What is this?
Well, today. I mean, not today, but I dabbled a little bit. Like a friend of mine had a birthday party, and I was
Whoa.
like, I gotta send him off to the 31 with a nice beer.
What's
or
dabbling?
Two. Just some stuff.
You drank.
No. Sipped.
Oh, dude, that counts.
I will say, without getting into too much detail, I feel like you should be disqualified.
Why?
I feel like you and Prager should be disqualified.
Why?
I don't want to get into too much detail, but let's just say I've been completely no. I'll tell you after the show.
No.
Well, because I don't want to say anything too bad.
Sex? Like, what are you talking about? Would you hint to it so I know what you're talking about?
It would be like if we said no sex, right? And I didn't masturbate and you did. I would feel like you were cheating.
What are you talking about?
It's subtle,
No.
but the connection is there.
I didn't drink. I haven't had a drink.
I
no
know.
alcohol has hit my lips.
Nor in your situation would you have actually had sex. I'm just saying.
I did something similar to sex that was kind of alcohol related.
No.
Then
No.
how is that
It was the
cheating?
same
genre.
experience of sex.
Oh.
And so I feel a little bit like maybe my life has been slightly more boring
No.
than somebody else who may be able to have simulated alcohol sex.
Right.
I'm just saying. That's just
No,
me.
I
I don't want to get too into it, but I'm just saying.
Well, first of all.
So I had a drink.
Truth on the Super Bowl thing, people were trying to call you out.
Oh, so people
we
like
drank
call it-
water.
we had water in the
Water.
beers when we were doing the Super Bowl thing.
But that was a
So
sketch.
That wasn't
really.
a little bit of
it was
a sketch. Ooh,
sketch.
new OS 10 update. What's coming out? Hold on.
I see. Diversions.
Hold on, I just wanna see this.
Diversions. Shiny products.
It popped up. I
in
just
your
want to say, please
eyes.
be the new big point release. Installing 3 items. I didn't want to install right now.
Trigger volume.
It better
Volume
not reboot.
initializing.
If it reboots, I'm gonna be pissed.
It's gonna reboot. Come on.
Okay.
Just like my computer does.
Wait,
when
I have all my
ask it
tabs
to.
open though. Don't reboot. Checking packages.
All right, we're all good.
Configuring. Okay.
I checked my package.
Anyway,
But I'm just saying, it's a little bit
well,
unfair.
what I did was not. It's not what
I
you
know.
think it is.
No, I know.
It's not.
I'm just
it's not
saying.
bad.
I know, but I'm just saying.
What I did do is I went out with Gary Vaynerchuk.
And you had
and-
wine.
and I
instead of
tasted
beer?
some wine,
That's
but I
fine.
spit it.
That's fine.
I spit it. I
That's
spit
fine.
it I have proof. Prager was there.
fine.
And Prager cheated because he drank on his birthday.
Well, I see. Yeah,
I said way before we started, I will drink on my birthday.
He did say that.
that's what I said before we started.
That's right.
Well, anyway, so I'm just saying we're still on the path of skinny and narrow.
Yeah, I mean, things
Yeah,
go great.
but things are going great. But I'm just saying,
Okay.
let's get into the show.
Yes, let's do it. First story of the day. Pownce Launches, 2,072 people dug the story, submitted by Ariel Waldman. Ariel is a very nice girl. I know her. She lives in San Francisco. She's single, and she has a blog for all interested.
The bangariel.com
no, let's not
You
talk-
just said if
Ariel-
everybody who's interested, you can go to her blog.
No, I was saying she's single. If you're a guy and you live in San Francisco and you're like, who is this Ariel girl?
I implied that her blog was about banging her.
Well, she talks a lot about sex in her blog. It's pownce.com/Ariel, so just friend her up there.
Poor Ariel.
No, there's nothing.
She's gonna be inundated with the slimy, nerdy people.
She likes nerds. She's a little
I
bit of a
should
geek.
get. I
She
love
is a
that.
huge geek. She carries her BlackBerry everywhere. Every time we go to bars, she's always on it. She's cute.
Oh, did I meet her?
Yeah, I think you did.
I don't know. Maybe I did. Maybe I
I
didn't.
don't know.
I don't know.
Anyway, very quickly, we won't spend a whole lot of time on this.
Yeah, let's just.
Pownce was invite only for the longest time.
That's exactly what I need to know because you were like, "Yeah, let's do this one," and I was like, "Kevin,
already launch?
didn't that happen like 6 months ago?" Or something?
Yeah, so now it's open to anyone. So if you've ever were waiting because you couldn't sign up, POWNCE.com. Go to /Kevin and add me as a friend.
Nice.
There you go.
And I'm /Alex, I think.
Yes, I believe you have /Alex. Remember I called you and I was
long
like,
time.
get that before anybody else does.
I know. I remember you sent me an email. Do I have
Yes,
/Alex?
I
Let me
think
see
you
if it's
did.
even Me.
Unless it's a squatter. Yep,
Oh,
that's you.
that's me.
There you go.
Rosef.
All right.
What is that? Anyway,
It's
I'll check that
cat
out later. Good story. That was quick.
Yes.
It was sort of more of an informational point,
Down and dirty.
but still good. This has got to be the weirdest news I have heard in a very long time.
Yes.
Tiki Bar's Johnny, Kevin Gamble, saves woman's life. What?
Insane.
3,121 people dug this story, submitted by Java Delson. Today, Kevin Gamble, also known as Tiki Bar TV's Johnny, good friend to the show, good friend of ours.
Awesome guy.
Amazing guy, clearly. In an incredible act of heroism, saved a woman from an oncoming train in a New York subway. The train is about 60 seconds away, so I immediately leapt over the edge. So I hauled her up onto my shoulders, at which point she comes to, and I quickly get her back to the edge.
Crazy.
What? So I read the little recap of what happened. Basically, he's just down there. I think he said that he was like on his way to look at apartments or something, and the lady like is a New Yorker. There was nothing weird about it. She just leaned over to see if the train was coming, which we've all done. That's what you do when you're in a subway. You're like,
Right.
hey, is the train coming? And she just fell. I mean, it was just
This
a total
happens
accident.
all the time. I saw this happen in San Francisco.
Did you jump down and grab her?
No, I'll tell you. No. I'll tell you the story. Well, basically, she got out of the train and she was lightheaded because she stood up too fast.
Oh, yeah.
And she fell in between two cars on the tracks. Knocked herself out. Was laying in between the tracks.
Yeah.
I saw her do it, so I yelled, and there was a guy standing next to the door there.
Yeah.
And he went up to the top, ran as fast as he could, stopped the train from moving. Otherwise,
Yeah,
the train
yeah.
would just like freaking cut her legs off.
Oy.
Anyway, she kind of came to, and then she crawled out on her own.
Well, with this, she slipped down and hit the back of her head on the second rail and went unconscious.
Right.
And so Kevin jumped down there, and as he says, he was like, look, you're either going to get hit by a train or you're going to have, an aggravated spinal injury. And he was like, she probably doesn't want to get swished by a train,
Right.
whether her spine is broken or not.
Right.
Hucked her up on his shoulders,
It's
popped
amazing.
her over. She had like this head injury, and I guess this lady went to go get the lady's husband is there. And he's like shaking and all freaking out, and Kevin's just like talking about, like, oh, I'm from Canada. Isn't it crazy? Isn't New York great? Yeah, she's fine, whatever.
That's crazy.
Please tell me the paramedics are coming.
I mean,
Dude, good.
yes.
Congrats.
Kevin,
Good for you.
Awesome job,
Good for
man.
you,
That's-
sir.
That takes a lot of guts to go down there,
Beyond.
especially when a train is coming. That's
Dude,
freaking
beyond that. And he
insane.
said that the train, the train actually saw Kevin go down there, and so it started to slow, but it can't stop in that much time.
Right.
So, dude, crazy. I would love to think that I would be the guy who would do that, but you can never know that about yourself until it happens.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, totally.
It's like that's one of those situations where like you're either going to be the guy that jumps down there or you're not, and you'll never know that until it happens.
I think it's a quick snap judgment, or am I going to die?
Yeah, see,
Because if someone fell over and there's 10 seconds left, and you're like, clearly if I jump down to like try and
Yeah,
then I'll
well,
probably
right.
get hit.
Yeah.
And I can say that if it was like, you know, my little niece or something, absolutely. Like,
Right,
you
of
just do
course.
stuff like that.
Yeah,
But if it's
yeah.
a total stranger and like you get 10 seconds, that's a hard call. Like,
Yeah.
are you really going to jump down there?
Well, he had 60, which I'm going to say
it's still scary as
sounds
shit.
like not
if you
much
hear
time.
a train coming and like you don't know if it's 60 seconds or 20 or
Yeah,
know,
well, he
how
said
long is it gonna
he
take
like
you?
just went up and he's like, I didn't even look back to see how much time did I have? You know, like, there I would have been dead.
Yeah,
you know what I
right.
mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, but dude, good work, Kev.
Yeah, seriously, he should
Good work, Kev.
receive some type of medal.
Yeah, and
If we
also,
if we had a Diggnation medal, like yay big with the little, we would give it to him.
yeah, we should make one.
We should totally have
I mean, it'd be really cheap,
some
but
type
we should
of
simpatico.
chocolate epoxy.
A chocolate epoxy thing. Don't eat it. It's actually epoxy
it'll
and chocolate.
Poison
So
you, but
chocolate is shinier than gold.
that's right. So
Anywho, congratulations, Kevin Gamba.
yes. Next story of the day: Diggnation to be shown on Virgin America flights. 2,942 of you clicked the Dig It button, and the number went up by 1.
Nice.
Submitted by Mr. Babyman, proving that it is truly the airline of bloggers and the technorati. Virgin America, the airline with the electrical socket and Ethernet port in every seat, will be offering episodes of Diggnation and other web shows produced by Revision 3.
Hello,
Very cool.
sexy town.
We're excited for this. We got to tell you that you won't be able to like hop on and see the very latest episode. There's
Yes.
a little bit of a transfer delay.
It is an aircraft, after all.
Right.
It doesn't really,
Can't
you know,
just
touch the
load it
internet.
in.
No,
Right.
no.
But
But it'll be fun. Are you kidding me?
and I'm sure they'll speed that process up with time. But it's not going to be that old either. You'll see an episode that was created within the last few weeks. So
And they got other great stuff. Boing Boing TV, I think, is
Yeah,
on
oh, yeah.
there, and a couple
Love
different
that.
other things. I mean, it's not, you know, we are also on there, but there's also, and you can like watch movies and stuff. Remember, I like renting movies.
it's all on
and
demand. It's
fun.
Little Linux boxes inside the tail.
Yeah, it was really good. And they're going to be launching, I got that email that they're going to be launching the San Diego service on like the 12th or something? Something like that. Which is cool.
Oh, that's cool because that's where you go all the time.
Yeah. San Diego would be nice.
How long a flight is that? It's got to be like 10 minutes.
It's about 15 minutes.
Are you serious?
No. It's like 45 minutes, 50 minutes.
Really?
It's almost like going to San Francisco, except half of it.
Yeah, but nice. So it's
It's
not
really-
like going to San Francisco at all then.
No, but you can go, I mean, San Francisco to San Diego, LA to San Diego. I don't know if you can do one of the crossies. Like New York to San Diego. I don't know if they're putting it in as just like a hub that you can get to. We actually used to, when I was growing up, we would fly from DC to San Diego for like Christmas sometimes, but every summer we would come in.
Right.
And we'd take the flight from DC to LAX and then take the connecting from LAX to San Diego. And it's like 45 minutes,
Yeah.
you know. It's enough, you know.
I still want to move to Portland, man. I love Portland.
Portland, really?
Yes.
Dude, you gotta move to San Diego. You gotta go down to San Diego and like go to San Diego and
problem
do
is,
it. What's wrong? San
I just
Diego's
love
sunny.
there's no trees.
There's tons of trees. Balboa Park.
Not like forest. Like there's. Like I want to get in the hills and like have my little compound with like my LAN parties and.
You could do that in San Diego. You kidding me?
But
There's
housing
hills?
is so expensive. You know that's true.
Well, yeah.
can
Well,
get
not
it-
anymore. It's all burned.
That's true.
Just get an old burnt house.
Dude,
It's
do
horrible.
not make fun of other people's.
That's horrible.
Burnt
Well,
houses.
dude, my grandparents were down there. They were like, "Well, your house isn't yet on fire." And I was like, "Oh man, really?"
Your house was safe. Your parents.
Yes. Yeah. Well, we're close to the ocean down in the.
I love your parents' little
Downtown.
place there.
It's a cute little place. It's nice. It's fun.
Good
Anyway.
time there.
San Diego FTW. Next story. EA demands Fox News Channel correction. 4,056 people dug the story, submitted by Bippy101 in a letter to a producer at Fox News Electronic Arts. Calls their Mass Effect story insulting and error-ridden, riddled. Did you see this?
No, I did not.
So basically what happens is the Fox News Channel decides that they're going to do an expose on the graphic sex that you can do. They called it the Sex Box 360 was the name of the story.
I
So they
tend-
had this psychiatrist or psychologist lady come on and start talking about Mass Effect and how there is graphic, visual, sexual, like sex scenes. You can actually
And let me
have
guess,
sex.
They showed a bunch of cutscenes so they could pull more people into even watching it.
Yep.
I hate Fox News.
You don't even know. Well,
I
this
do
goes
not
above
watch
and beyond
Fox
just
at
this
all.
goes above and beyond normal Fox stuff. both the host of the show and the so-called expert that was talking about how horrible this was both said that they'd never played the game. And Jeff Keighley, God love him for coming on and trying to be the voice of, well, let me tell you exactly what the game is about. You can't, it's not guaranteed that you can have this experience. You only have this experience if you actually, interact enough to fall in love with these characters. I mean, it's like, there's no nudity. There's like half the side of an alien boob, no nipple. Yep. And this girl's freaking out. So then, now EA is like, yo, bitch natches, you can't just go on and say this game is all this violence and nudity and blah 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 when it's like, no, that's all actually lies.
Yeah, well, I think Fox News has a pretty decent history for kind of bending the truth.
I know, but this is beyond. This is,
I don't know.
We are literally having.
Do you watch all the stuff on Dig that gets promoted about Fox News?
No, I don't watch any of that. I don't watch news
insane.
really, but it's like I feel like. I mean, this could have easily. It was so clearly wrong. I don't know how this got past the producers of the show, right? I mean, like, think of the screensavers back when we were on it, right? Mm-hmm. So story comes in. Well, why don't we do story on Mass Effect? I've heard that you can have sex in the game.
Right.
What? Let's do that. Let's get an expert about how sex warps the mind of children. Okay. Should anybody who's played the game be on the show?
Right.
Yeah, let's get some guy who's played the game and not ask him a question. They talked to this lady the whole time. They asked Jeff Keighley like 2 questions, and he was like, first off, he was like, I don't know if you guys have ever played the game, and the lady was like, no, I'm not going to play this game. It's laden with sexuality and sex and nudity and graphic sex.
I know.
I was like, what? Are you high? Like, what are you doing?
I think, well, they would never balance it out. That's the problem.
I know, but
right?
good for EA to come back and say,
absolutely.
You can't do this shit. You got to fix your shit.
I mean, I think that I don't watch a whole lot of news. I'm kind of like you.
I don't even know how I get my news. I guess I get it through, like, web stuff or people talking.
Yeah,
I seem to know. You know what I do? I listen to NPR.
I do too.
I like NPR.
That is the main way I get my news, actually.
Yeah, me too.
I
listen to
have
NPR.
Sirius Radio in my car.
Yeah.
And it's about a 25 to 30 minute commute to my office, depending on traffic and stuff like that, what time I leave. And I turn on NPR, and that's my fill. And then they have Bloomberg on the way back. I'll listen to music sometimes, but Bloomberg just to see what the market did.
Bloomberg
and stuff
on
like that.
NPR? Where do you listen?
Just on Sirius.
Oh.
And so
I gotta get that satellite radio.
Oh, dude, it's freaking awesome.
My dad launched all those satellites.
Then you should get it for free.
That's what I keep saying to people.
And can you hook me up?
Yes. No. Maybe so. Anyway. So good for you, EA. Fight for your right to partay alien sex time.
Yes.
I'm sure they like that. Knocked him back a peg. Go ahead.
Next story of the day. Cheeseburger in can signals the downfall of humanity. Pick.
Wait. What?
Yes. 2,772 people dug the story submitted by Fruch.
Fruch?
I honestly can't figure out how I feel about this. Is the greatest achievement of mankind thus far, or is it an abomination of foodstuffs that deserve to be hucked back into the gaping maw of whatever food processing plant it was spewed from? I just don't want to think anymore. How can you eat a cheeseburger in a can?
So this is literally like a can cheeseburger?
Yeah, so basically, for the guy on the go, or girl.
Sure. Probably guy.
You probably man. If you want your cheeseburger to keep, you're going camping, you enjoy yourself a good Whopper, or...
I like all these things.
McDonald's variant, which I don't even know what the...
Big Mac, I guess, would be their Whopper. Well, no, quarter pounder with cheese.
Yes.
Or
that's it right there.
That shit did not come out of a fucking can.
No way.
That is so the picture that they want you to think is what it looks like when you open the can.
That is just... Well, first of all, the burger looks halfway decent.
It's not bad. I mean,
but look at how the can is even smaller than the burger.
Yeah, so and the bun is not squished.
Right, yeah.
Come on.
I would try it. No, I wouldn't. It depends.
I might. No, I wouldn't.
I would have to look at the ingredients in the label and see if there's any trans fats or anything like that.
Are you kidding me? That is going to be like the most...
Chock full of chemicals.
It's going to be like a frickin' some sort of awesome heady joke.
It's funny. I told.
I just couldn't think of it right then. Something like
like
some sort of technical.
I told.
It's like an Amgen laboratory, huh?
Exactly.
Oh Jesus, that took a while.
There's
Oh, this is good coffee.
I have a problem with eating meat.
Why?
That is that should be like in the fridge. Like, do you know when you go to the shelves of the store, like there's canned meat in there. Like, why is that staying fresh?
You mean like Spam or something?
Yeah, like Spam or like, what is causing that
Vienna
meat
sausage?
to not break down in the real world? Like,
Well, chemicals.
right,
I mean, shit that you
preservatives,
don't want to
like,
put in your
exactly.
body.
So like that's kind of my thing. I'm all for going and getting like some great like Black Angus beef or some like really good beef from Whole Foods and like making an awesome burger.
Buffalo burgers are
or
good.
a steak from a good steakhouse.
Yeah.
I don't go overboard, but like I do enjoy that
Sushi.
stuff. Sushi, I eat like crazy. But I just can't do the processed, nasty canned stuff. I don't know.
I agree.
Do you eat Spam?
No.
Have you tried Spam?
Not for a very long time, if ever. I don't, you know what I mean? You know what I used to really love?
Corned beef, hash, and eggs. I love that shit.
Okay, that was not what I was thinking, but amazing that you had that experience. What I used to really love,
Yeah.
Steakums.
What the hell are steakums?
Do you remember Steakums?
Put them in a toaster.
Yeah, they were just like strips of frozen meat.
You put in a toaster?
Thin strips of frozen meat, and you could like put them in a toaster oven. You could just grill them up. It makes great Philly cheesesteak subs and
How
shit.
does Glenn know this? The vegetarian man.
I know, I was just guessing.
He's had steakums. You've
He's had
steakums.
Steakums. Love me some Steakums.
Come on.
Dude, Steakums was so great back in the 80s. Watching some Voltron, eating some Steakums.
Hippies can have steakums. It's okay. I'm just kidding. I'm just
Dude.
kidding. He gets pissed. No.
You remember how he said,
I
don't
know,
put that
I
at the
know,
end of the
I
show?
know, I'm just
I
kidding.
stopped calling you a hippie.
I'm kidding.
You just
I
called him a
I
hippie.
won't call you a hippie anymore, Glenn.
So he's
I'm
put it
sorry.
at the end of the show. Dude, Steakums. Kill me some Steakums. And that was clearly, like, although that was frozen. And I don't know how the
Frozen I'm
frozen
cool
stuff
with.
works.
I mean, it's frozen, so it doesn't break down, right?
All right, I guess that's the way that works.
Yeah.
All right. Next story. Story close to my heart, people. World of Warcraft hits 10 million subscribers. I'm sort of shocked that I still play. But I still play. It's very fun. 2,087 people dug this story, submitted by Supernova 17. Blizzard Entertainment, owners of World of Warcraft, announced this morning that the game now has more than 10 million paying subscribers around the world. 10 million. Blizzard said today that those 10 million paying subscribers include 5.5 million players in Asia, 2.5 million players in the US, and 2 million players in Europe. Now, they are all paying $15 a month. 10 million people.
It's pretty insane. I mean, some of those accounts are comped, right?
Not
At least like 1,000.
not
of them.
4 million. Yeah, 1,000 of them, yes.
Right.
9.9475 million people.
It's
That's 150 million a month.
150 million a month.
150 million a month.
That's pretty insane.
Right? Just over the top.
I just, I tried. We've talked about this before. I've tried. I get to about a level 15-ish.
Yeah, that's about when the...
I got to drop off. I think it's too much of a time suck for me.
Well, it's 7 8 times. Here's the key. This is the key to World of Warcraft for me.
Virtual sex.
Virtual sex for money.
Have you been offered?
No, I don't think so.
What do you mean? Like,
Well, sometimes people would be like, hey, can I have some gold? And they want to start a thing where it's like, oh, if you give me gold, oh, aren't you hot and sexy? Because they do that thing. That's one of the things now is that they say. Before it was just like, hey, can I have some gold? And I get this from Joshua Brentano. He always wrote back like, get a job, hippie. Sorry, Glenn. Or the other thing he would do, which is great for Joshua, he'd be like, oh, yeah, sure, how much do you need? And they were like, oh, great, dude. How much can you have? It's like, whatever, dude. I got 5,000 gold in my account, so whatever you need. And he was like, oh, I'll have like 100 gold. And I'd be like, oh, okay, great. So just give me your credit card number and your blah blah blah, and I'll transfer it over right now. And they're like, dude, fuck you, dude. What's your problem?
that's funny.
It's funny because seriously, there are literally gold farmers that have like level 5 characters that go, hey, I just need some money. Can you spare some money? And they make tons of money. Tons of money because you go, yeah, oh, dude, I feel bad. Here, enjoy the game.
Oh, but they're really like paid people that go around.
Yeah.
They're beggars.
Beggars, fucking virtual beggars.
No way.
It's weird, dude. It's got its own like fucking. There's virtual beggars. There's all sorts of stuff. The sex
Wow.
people that are like, I'll do like virtual chat sex for 5 gold.
Do they have video or no?
No. It's just like hot, texty, sexy. I don't.
That seems like BBS days to me.
Yeah, but BBS days, 5 gold. I will say, I just bought my buddy Jerry for his birthday the thing where I had the beers. Got him
Beers.
bought him 1,000.
You said sips.
Yeah, sips of beer.
How many beers did you have? Be honest. Let's just be honest right now.
That really honest or semi-honest?
I'm pretty honest.
I had like maybe 2 beers at his party.
Okay.
But I got him 1,000 gold. That was my birthday gift for him.
Oh, that's nice.
I bought him 1,000 gold, and he got an epic mount because he just turned 61 in the game. My character's 64.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Joshua
So,
just got his character to pop 70.
what do you max at now?
70.
70, okay.
Yeah. Almost there, dude.
Guys are nerds.
Oh, I gotta go to work, aka leveling my bitch.
Alright.
Anyway, big fan.
Congrats.
Oh, we had to split the Totally Rad Guild. We started.
Oh,
I told you we had to.
You can split deals. I didn't know you could do that.
Well, no, it's a pain in the fucking ass. So all those people that used to be in the Totally Rad Guild, we're sorry, but there's a cap of 500 members, and then the shit just breaks. So like we had like 650 members. We couldn't. It stops counting, and then people just don't appear. I didn't appear on the list. I'm the guild master. Didn't appear on the list. So we had to break it off. But
You
it's
just
crazy.
kicked random people?
No, everybody like 44 and below are now in the TRG starter guild.
Oh. And
So
then
now once
get
they hit a
level,
certain 45, then they can join back up
apply
to
to join.
Well, no, they automatically come
How
in.
many
It's
people
the
do you
same
have,
guild.
though, in the...
Well, now we still have the total of 650
Right,
people,
right.
but there's like 150
But now they can't
in
chat
the
with
top
you, though.
one. They can. We had to join a second chat channel, so now we can all chat in the same thing. It's just. I wish Blizzard would raise the guild cap.
Well, I just don't think there's a lot of people out there that have huge guilds, though, right?
Yeah, but now we do. 10 million people, Kevin.
Right.
10 million people.
But they don't have big
500
bases of-
people is
No,
your
I guess
max
you're
amount
right.
of guilds.
You're right, you're right.
Seriously,
You're
Blizzard.
right. Or allow you to join multiple guilds. That would be cool. Like, why can't you be
Or
a part
have
of
like
two guilds?
or have like a common guild chat for multiple guilds. Like, you know what I mean? Like just that's all they need is a one chat channel that is across guilds, like sister guilds or like aligned guilds or something. I don't
And
know.
do you all get something like a special kind of plate of armor when you join
Yeah,
the guild?
tabards. They're like
that's
little
cool.
things that go over top your armor.
Oh,
and ours
so
is a fist with a lightning bolt coming out of
Did you
it.
design that yourself?
Yes, it did.
So you can create custom graphics.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And then the really cool thing is Jaffa, who's the guild master for the lower level guild, created the exact opposite. It's like the negative image. So when somebody from the Totally Rad Guild and somebody from the TRG Starter Guild stand next to each other, it's like they're wearing the exact opposite shirt. Yeah, it's like a powder blue with a white fist, or a powder blue fist with a white border. It's pretty cool. The game is really fun, I just have to say. If you haven't tried it, you should try it.
Cool.
Just saying. Anyway,
Next,
that it?
Next story.
Oh, you have a
last
story.
Facebook apps on any website. Clever move, Facebook.
Ooh.
Mr. Babyman submitted the story. 1,736 people dug it. Facebook announces Friday a new JavaScript client library that will allow Facebook apps to be displayed on any website. I'm not sure anyone saw this move coming, but Facebook may have just changed the game again.
So, splains me.
Okay.
Because to me, I said, more Facebook apps. Who cares?
Right. So, let's pretend that you use Facebook like most people, where they just have their own network of friends, right?
Sure.
So you have your social network.
Sure.
And you don't want to have to kind of, let's say you're playing some type of Flash game inside the Facebook experience,
Okay.
and you really like it, right?
Okay. Yeah, because you were saying there's something about like bowling or like skiing, and then you can compare your scores to your friends. or
Right,
something.
right. So that was a
Okay.
game that I was into for a while
Sure.
on Facebook. But that is confined, or has been confined, to the Facebook experience for quite some time, meaning I would have to log into Facebook to participate in
Right,
that game.
right.
And if I wanted to play that game, that would be my destination site, would be Facebook.
right.
So you would never really give third-party sites the opportunity to really brand themselves. Like you would know, like, oh, I play that flying game on Facebook. Like you would never
Right.
say, like, I go to Congregate, which is a Flash-based gaming site,
Right.
to play these games.
Right.
So you're always thinking about Facebook and going in there and playing your favorite game. Now they're saying, okay, application developers, take your apps that you've created
Right.
and be able to embed them into your actual website.
While still talking to
While
Facebook?
still talking to Facebook and using all of the social
So
graph
basically-
of the Facebook community.
Okay, so it's like being able to take your Facebook apps that you have to display on your Facebook page and putting it into your regular page,
Right.
but it's talking to your Facebook account.
Right, so let me give you an example. Let's say you went to this website, let's just call it flashgaming.com, which probably exists. Don't go there because I don't know what it is. Could be a porn site. Might be good. Let's say there's flashgaming.com, right? You go there, you find a game that you really like, and you're like, oh, this is an awesome game, and you want to tell your friends about it.
Right.
Let's say the app has been developed via Facebook application framework. you could then just log in and invite your friends, play against your friends without having to recreate that social graph every time you create or participate in a new application.
Okay.
Isn't that cool?
Now, does it know that how does it know what your Facebook account is? Because, I mean, isn't that the thing?
I haven't read all the details, and I haven't seen it working on any third-party site yet.
Okay.
But I have a feeling that it's going to be like log in, or your cookie session is already active, so we know that you're logged in.
Right.
Something along.
So you can be bouncing around the internet while you're also still logged in some tab, and it knows your whatever.
Something, or there's a little window that says log into Facebook, and you do that within the game, or who knows. But it's, it's cool.
I could see some of that being cool, especially if you could sort of break off some of the functionality of Facebook away from the Facebook site, if that makes any sense.
Right, which is what this is. I mean, basically, what you care about more than anything else is who your friends are and wanting to share information with those people. Like, let's say Flickr didn't exist, and Flickr just created a brand new photo sharing site. You could then, in theory, with this working, log into Flickr with your Facebook account and say, send to my friends, send to my friends, send to my friends, tag, do all your stuff that you would normally do. But you don't have to redefine that social graph or that social network that you've already created inside that Facebook experience.
That's a big deal. Yeah, now that makes it seem more of a big deal.
Now,
it's basically like being able to take your Facebook network to another site that may or may not want to build the backbone of the social network.
But then again, you're using the Facebook network. It's kind of a closed system still.
Oh.
Like the other flip side of this is like Google and others and Digg and a few other sites that have joined some of this data portability initiative is that we want to be able to move that around from site to site. Not saying that we own the data, but you do, so that you can move your social network around. It doesn't have to be a Facebook app. It can be an anything app. And you just go and you have access to when you want to move your social network around and share it to certain sites.
That's interesting. Oof, that makes my brain hurt.
It's a big battle. It's
well, because I mean, isn't at the end of the day, what then is the thing that, like, let's say Digg is a good example. Like, if you have a social network, that's happening in the backbone, I guess Digg is a good example of a site that would be cool with sending it, because the reason why people go to Digg is to look at the news and dig the articles and dig the videos and images and stuff. So having their friends relationship go to another site really doesn't disincentivize themselves to be in Digg. With Facebook, you can see why, because the only thing that Facebook offers is, hey, you're connected with Glenn, you're connected with Prager.
Right.
That's that's the thing that
they hope. I mean, they offer.
They want to
photo sharing,
transcend.
offer video,
No, I mean, they want to transcend that.
Right. You're right, though. You're right.
But see, that's why for Digg. But I agree as a user.
But
I don't like Facebook. I don't like to use Facebook. But if I could use the backbone that what Facebook is on another site that maybe is something that I am sort of more interested in using, that's something that's appealing to me.
Right. But I gotta say, at the same time, as what should really happen is that as a application developer, like as Digg, we should be blind to where you move your data, which is what we want to do. Because if you want to take all of your friend relationships out of Digg and move it to a competitor, that's okay, and we have to be okay with that. But everybody has to be okay with that. This is a push that everyone's trying to say.
Well,
this
the hard
is a
part
good
is
thing for the internet.
It only takes one person to make that not happen.
Right,
because it's like all or nothing.
Then again, the big boys are really all jumping on this. Like, there's a lot of big power players that, like Microsoft and others, that said we want to make this happen.
Yeah, that's really interesting. Well, hopefully it's a good step in the toe in the market, so to speak.
If you want to read
I made
more,
that statement up.
That was pretty good.
Thank you. Toe in the market. Isn't that nice?
If you
That's
want
branded patent pending.
Did you copyright, trademark?
Trademark.
Go to dataportability.org because there's a whole series of technologies that this encompasses that you should be reading about.
Cool.
But lots of different companies are joining forces to make this happen. So.
Well, let's close our eyes, cross our fingers, bend over and pray.
Yep.
I don't know why we bend over, but maybe just to pick something up off the ground.
That's
okay. Before we get into our emails, we'd like to thank our sponsors. GoDaddy.com. Put cash back in your pocket with 3% back on GoDaddy.com purchases, office supplies, dining, and fuel. The GoDaddy.com Rewards MasterCard gives you money back on the things you need to run your business. Enjoy a low introductory APR, generous credit line, no annual fee, and more. Visit GoDaddy.com for details. Plus, enter the code DIG5 when you check out. Save an additional 10% off any order of $40 or more. So much extra policy for details. Get your piece of the internet at GoDaddy.com.
Thank you, GoDaddy. Next up is Netflix. Thank you to Netflix for sponsoring our show. As most of you know, with Netflix, you can rent over 75,000.
Really?
Oh, shit.
Breaking my
I did not mean
Oaxaca.
to do that.
It's okay. It's been like that.
Has it been like that?
Yeah, just put his
Where
ear
did
back
you
in.
get this thing at?
I think Oaxaca, Mexico or something.
It's pretty nice.
Isn't that nice? My parents got it for me.
Very cool.
Don't break it again.
All right. Netflix, as many of you know, Netflix can rent over 75,000 titles online, including lots of HD DVD or Blu-ray titles. So if you just got an HD DVD player or a Blu-ray player, you probably want to give this a shot versus spending all the money and buying them. With free shipping both ways to your home, that means they pay for it on the way back. They now have over 40 shipping centers, so almost all deliveries happen within just one business day. Netflix plans start at just $4.99. As a new member, you can get your no-risk 2-week trial membership. Head on over to www.netflix.com/Diggnation. Be sure to type in the www in front of netflix.com/Diggnation.
Nice.
Yes. Why did they have to type that in, Prager? That's stupid.
They just, well, you know, Netflix is just, we need to, a friend of mine works there. I should call him and be like, what's up with the
Jay's friends with
www?
the CEO of Netflix.
Have him call him.
Seriously.
Seriously.
Prager.
Make some connections. Before we get to our email, we want to remind you, people, St. Louis, baby.
Yep.
St. Louis, February 20th. Don't know what time. Don't know what place. Except it's in St. Frickin' Louis.
Save the date. Save the date. We will be drinking
Yes.
alcohol.
Oh, and it'll be like a day before your birthday, so you'll get birthday shots. Remember?
Nope. That's not happening. Nope.
Yep. Yes. Yep.
I
Yep.
have one deal.
Bring, bring, bring.
You know what the deal is? I will do a shot as long as you do a shot. I will match you shot for shot.
Shot of water?
Maybe.
Shot of
Cranberry juice?
cranberry juice?
For the ovaries?
Never. Hey, I don't want to fuck with my ovaries.
That's right.
That's what I'm saying. So we will have more information about where and specifically what time a later date.
I'm excited.
I'm really excited.
I've been there one time. I
I've
actually
never
have family that are right outside of St. Louis. I want to get them to try and hopefully come out.
Dude,
Although I don't know if
I
they
want
watch
the Albrecht
show.
contingent out there because I have family who are like from St. Louis. My dad was born in St. Louis. We
That's
got a
awesome.
big Albrecht clan out there. The clan Albrecht. I don't know.
How many are there?
It's like 4.
Well, you should bring them out.
I should.
I'm excited. We want to meet all of you that we haven't yet met.
Speaking
yet.
of
Speaking
meeting
of
some
which-
people, how about an email? This year's email is from EG. Hello, EG. St. Louis, Missouri, most dangerous city in 2002 and 2006. So she just wanted us to be aware that according to Morgan Quinto, I don't know what that is. Is that like a thing? Any idea what a Morgan Quinto is? Is it like a
Some
magazine or some sort of
kind of
America's safest, most dangerous cities? Oh, Morgan Quinto Press
it's
is a
a-
research and publishing company out
I
of
see.
Kansas.
So what are they saying? Murder, rape? What are they?
I don't know what it said about that. It just said bad. But we're not. It's not Detroit, which is good
Right.
because that's the worst one today.
2, we're pretty hardcore, so we can handle that. Kind
Yeah,
of thing.
and we got Prager.
Yeah, Prager's
He's gonna be all like,
he's got a
"What?
muscle.
What? And then we're bringing our hippie friends.
We got Glenn. Glenn to pass around the peace pipe to
Yeah.
calm everybody down a little
Yo,
bit.
chill it.
Chill it
Chill
here.
it here.
Chill.
This is some hemp.
Just try a
This is
little
some
bit.
love rope.
Try a little bit.
So she's gonna be there. She attached a picture of herself.
Okay. First of all, very cute. You said the same thing.
Yeah.
Don't make me look bad here.
Yeah.
But we do
yeah.
not know, as of yet, her date of birth.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're thinking potentially
Illegal.
22?
Illegal. Well, we don't know. She looks very young.
She looks young.
She's cute.
She's cute.
But could be very, very young. We're not sure if we should even be putting this legally
Well,
up.
she's not naked.
No, I know, but you never know. People be like, how old are you? 8.
Oh.
And
She's not
And then
8.
we're the bad people.
Right,
What?
exactly.
What world do we live in?
First of all, you can't tell a lot of the times now.
That's why you gotta ask.
It's really difficult.
But anyway, thank you, EG, for the heads up. We will still be there. You will still be
Glenn.
there. We're looking forward to meeting you, especially Glenn.
Yes.
He's like, no. What?
No way. Next email, a new fan. Here's one of your viewers and my son,
All right.
Adam.
Why did you stop?
I just don't know. Oh, his girlfriend's sending this. Okay.
Oh.
Oh, his grandmom, Vicky. I was like, why is he saying that I'm one of... I don't know. Anyway, here's one of your viewers and my son, Adam, with his new son, Brody.
I
Born
got you.
1/23/08.
Nice.
The family is doing very well. Adam looks forward to viewing Diggnation and Brody during the late night feedings.
With Brody during the late night feedings. Basically, when he gets up, because he's got to do some daddy BS, which I'm sure is going to be amazing.
Well, Daddy doesn't feed for the first little
Well, maybe they
while.
have bottle.
That could be.
See what I'm saying?
That's right.
So he's going to be...
The pumps.
Well, first off, congratulations.
Yes.
And Adam, hopefully Brody grows up to be an awesome dude.
Look at that. We're in the Diggnation shirt with the baby.
Dude, you got to love that. And I'm going to say, I hope that watching Diggnation with your child at that small an age doesn't corrupt the hell out of him. Right? How cool. That's like something that science should
We
know.
need little baby Diggnation shirts. A lot of our viewers
Right?
are having kids now.
Oh, Jesus.
You're next. Oh, tell everybody the news.
You're next. There's no news. That we didn't even know. It's in escrow.
on.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
but you can still mention maybe something.
I may be moving in with Heather
Woo.
soon.
It's huge.
Oh, but I would.
It's huge.
Ghostbusters 2.
All right.
Anyway, well, that's it for this week's edition of this here Diggnation show. Thank you for watching. I'm Alex Albrecht.
And I'm Kevin Rose.
Until next time,
Namaste.
stop squeezing out those babies.
Birth control. That's what's for dinner.
Birth control, it's what's for dinner. That's disgusting. Hey, we got any more of those sponges that you use for dinner? Because I am right hungry. And I want some sponge in my mouth.
Get ready, because this week... Should I do it? Let's get ready for Diggnation. Let's get ready for Diggnation.
Well, that's actually copyrighted by the guy.
By Diggnation.
Oh, the rumble part? Okay, yeah, give it a shot.
Let's get ready. Can't do that shit. This week's episode of Diggnation is... Okay, last one. Don't put this in the credits. Please don't fight. No, seriously, don't.
Saying it makes it happen,
Okay.
Kevin. It's like
Glenn,
saying
don't.
It's like saying don't read this part of the email
I
on
don't
our
call
show.
you a hippie anymore. I promise I won't call you a hippie anymore.
You just did. All right,
Well-
go.
He smokes weed. Can you flip around the little screen? Yes.
Ooh, yeah.
Let's do it. Right?
How the hell did that get into the script?
He can't afford to sponsor us.
What the hell is he doing with his money?
Marty! The hell?
What the hell is he doing with his money? I don't even know what that means.
Dougie.
What?
What are you doing, man? The game's on.
I used to watch for the commercials.
Thank you. Wardrobe malfunction. Right. Whoa, is that Danica Patrick?
Waiting for her exposure ad to run. You won't see it on TV, but it's on at GoDaddy.com.
Let's say you went to this website, let's just call it flashgaming.com, which probably exists. Don't go there because I don't know what it is. Could be a porn site. Might be good.